Yo, okay. Hi. So I'm doing this without a script and all that shit. I was gonna write a script and I was actually gonna like put effort into editing it and that, but then I realized I don't know how to edit, so it's just gonna be like raw thoughts of when I seen this film earlier today. So Black Adam came out a week ago, just over a week ago, and honestly, I saw the trailers. I saw the original trailer when it was DC fandom. I thought it looked okay. I seen the trailers like recently, and I thought they looked okay. I didn't go crazy with the trailers or the promo like I used to years ago. Like years ago, it was like when like Marvel and DC would put out like TV spots, trailers, and I'd watch every single one and like try and stay on top of them. I don't really care too much anymore, so I didn't really watch them. But I thought to myself today, I really should go see Black Adam because I've seen like discussion or Discord, is it? Like discussion online about how the critics are wrong and the fans are right and blah blah blah. So I thought I'd go see it myself because I am a big DC fan, and I even justify films like Batman vs Superman and the Justice League and shit like that. Like even though I know they're bad films, like filmmaking wise, I really like justify them like with comic book stuff and like I can defend them, bro. This film was absolute fucking dog shit. And I'm not putting that lightly. This film was one of the worst films I've genuinely ever seen. And before I go into it as like a DC fan discussion, like comic books and stuff, filmmaking wise, I don't really give a shit. Like I'm a big fan of Transformer films, like all of them. So I'm not really asked about like if a film's actually well made or not. But this was depressing to watch, bro. Like I was sitting there in the cinema wanting to walk out. I would have left if my bus hadn't been so fucking like long in time jumps. Like each time it came was every half an hour or something. I would have left if it wasn't that. I wanted to walk out so bad, but like I was like, nah, I'll see it through. So yeah, it's a really bad film, and the Rock genuinely needs to stay away from this character because everything in this film felt like it was a JSA script, which was written for JSA to be introduced as like a backup team to the Justice League. Like it feels like the Justice League film was meant to do good, and then the JSA film would have done like a Guardians of the Galaxy type shit. Because every JSA character is actually good. Like whoever his name is, Noah Centino or whatever, who plays Atom Smasher, he's actually good. Like I like him. I thought like every time he was on, I was like, oh, it's good. But yeah, like the Rock in this is absolute garbage, dog shit. Like he doesn't have any understanding of Black Adam as a character. Black Adam didn't feel like Black Adam one bit. It felt like I was watching The Rock trying to play Superman in his own little weird way. It was fucking weird, bro. And like genuinely, the character was just absolute dog shit. Let me quickly try and think the characters as well. So like Dr. Fate, he was okay. Dr. Fate was probably like the best character. No, he was actually probably the second best character, with Hawkman being the best. But Dr. Fate was sound. His costume design is really fucking good as well, but the helmet was a bit weird with no eyes, but it has eyes at the end, which was really fucking sick, and that was okay. Atom Smasher, he was not like he normally is, but he's still a good character. Like I could get on with it because he was a sound character. He was a bit, in like normie terms, he was a bit Marvel-fied, but I don't think that really matters because he was sound. And then you had Cyclone. She was fine as well. Once again, a good character. It felt like these characters had stuff going on off screen that we didn't see because we had to watch fucking shitty little bald Rock Black Adam with his eyebrows. Like it felt like these characters were doing shit that like Dr. Fate dies at one point, and like I feel like it would have actually been sad if I was invested in the character, and it felt like his death was written for a film where we would have been invested in his character. And Hawkman fears death, and it feels like you would have been scared for him had you knew these characters and like saw the build up of the visions and stuff like that. So it's whatever. And that's like from a film perspective, I feel more than like a comic fan. There was these two side characters who free Black Adam, and then it's the son of the daughter. They were absolutely dog shit too. Everything about like his fucking, I can't even remember how to pronounce it now. His fucking shitty little Egyptian town. It's absolute dog shit, bro. And the characters involved and the child actor was garbage, and like everyone around the film was garbage. Like the directing felt garbage. The CGI was fucking dog shit for the most part. The costume design was actually good. Black Adam's costume for the first 2 hours well, the film's only 2 hours long, but the first 90 minutes is absolutely fucking terrible. But then his new costume's actually good. It just looks fucking awful on The Rock. Like, put a different actor in there and it probably would have been good. So, you know, that was something I didn't like at all. That was absolutely fucking dog shit. And yeah, so taking it into like DC terms now, as an actual DC film, it was still straight fucking awful. It feels like there was no understanding of Black Adam as a character. It felt like The Rock had seen Black Adam a few years ago, because he always used to get fan casted as Black Adam when he had hair. And it feels like he sort of fan cast and thought, I want that, and he stayed attached to it. Because this film has been in the making for like 10 years, but it hasn't been getting made for 10 years, and there's no way, because it's all modern, and it's all like a modern approach to the superhero film. So like, it's no way he's been like, each year, okay, let's add this, let's change this. It feels like it just got picked up 3 years ago after being in stagnant process for like 7 years. DC going, just don't want to do this because we have nothing else to do because all our other fucking actors are garbage and our films are garbage. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's dog shit in it, and it's weird. Like, it feels like it's in a universe that isn't fleshed out, but it is. Like, there's like, obviously it's in the DC universe or whatever that is now, the DCU, like the cinematic universe. I don't know who's even canon in this anymore. But what really sucks, bro, is that it's taken like a genuine approach of trying to be part of a continuity. I don't know how to say that word, but it's as you can see from the Batman earlier this year, it was actually a good film. Like, and it was in its own universe because it was just telling a story, bro. It took comic books and it took like really good comic storylines that's affiliated with Batman, and it put them together, bro. And it didn't retell straight up a comic book storyline, and it didn't dumb it down. It used it for like inspiration of writing an actual good story. When it comes to this, it's like they've took the Wikia page of the character, skimmed through not even the Wiki itself, but like, you know, the bookmarks that has like what history 1, 2, 3. They've took the titles and they've just tried to write a story through some fucking AI story generator, because it doesn't have anything to do with actual Black Adam, bro. And the origin story was so bad. It was so bad, bro. I can't like express enough how bad the origin story of the film was. The first 10 minutes was genuinely the worst thing I've ever seen in a superhero film in a long time, bro. And I could sit through the first Venom and like it. Not like it, but like, I could sit there and not check my phone once because it was a sound okay, you know. It had Venom characteristics down from the comics. It had like Venom elements that I didn't really flesh upon, but it was Sam. This didn't bring anything new to the table, bro. And add Dr. Fate. It has I'd say it has 3 obscure characters, right? Dr. Fate, still an obscure character. Cyclone, very obscure. Atom Smasher, very obscure. And Hawkman. Hawkman's not very obscure at all because he was really like, he was a title character at one point for like the Justice League cartoon, or Hawkwoman or Hawkgirl, or whatever it at least was. But it just felt like it was trying to be like Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy when it just couldn't be, bro. And it makes Black Adam this massive hyped character for no reason. I don't really know. I feel like I should have scripted this because I don't feel like I'm getting my ideas across the table, but trust, it was just absolute awful. I came out the cinema really not wanting this, and I've seen like the brought Superman back, which was in the post-credit scene, which is sound. Like, Superman, Henry Cavill is probably like the best Superman choice ever. But don't tie him in with this shit, man. Don't make the next bit of the DC universe. Oh, let's build it up. Get a storyline that's actually sound. Write some actual sound personal characters, like personal storylines for these characters, and make them instead. Please don't go towards making this Superman versus Black Adam stuff and hyping up a big battle film. It's not gonna go well. The Rock is dog shit. The Rock shouldn't be anywhere near this film. The Rock is an absolute fucking disgrace to like comic books, like in acting and anything. Get rid of The Rock, bro. Just get rid of him. He's dog shit. He looks way too old in this film too. Like on the poster today, he does not look that young in the film. He looks like he's hitting onto 55, 60. I think he is, but he looks well older than like you remember him. He's not a good actor at all anymore. And the Egyptian part of it, dog shit. JSA was fine. Job Seekers Allowance can probably do a bit more, you know, like make them a film instead or something like that. It's whatever though. The Rock, I hope he falls down the stairs, but when he can't make a sequel to this because it was absolute dog shit. Yeah, that's my thoughts anyway. Yeah, I think I have better thoughts, but I can't really be bothered writing them down and reading them out. So I'll probably get around to them on like my Twitter sometime, just to rant. So yeah, this is like what came to mind while sitting here in my chair and speaking to my wall. Peace.